Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, Daredevil. We might be seeing from the title, but this is basically a smaller, not small video, but some type of video of like what Daredevil could be in Marvel's Avengers. I think what his skins could look like, a little bit of his moveset, his abilities, etc., and even the story a little bit of his DLC, what could be, which I think it would be honestly awesome to have Daredevil. It could be like equivalent to Spider-Man, honestly. So without further ado, let's dive on into this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in onto how the game, or how Daredevil could be in the game. So guys, the story. Now the story, I was thinking of having it set 2 or 3 months after the events of A-Day. From the original game, which was like what, 5 years ago, basically, from how the game was like started, at least in the main story. So I think it would be like 2 or 3 months after the events of A-Day, where before AIM was created. We do not want AIM, obviously. So before AIM, so basically it would be the new region of New York City. So for Daredevil to then, later, so the Avengers can join in with the missions and afterwards. So have more missions there later, even a patrol mode maybe in New York. So I think that'll be an awesome way, or even with Spider-Man, I feel like they're going to add New York City. But we shall see for that. I'm thinking at least that. So the story will basically have like Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson, in a courthouse scene, like to establish the characters mainly. But then since, the Avengers are gone, so Hell's Kitchen is kind of like unprotected from like anything. So that makes really Matt Murdock, mad and stuff. So obviously he would go out, be a vigilante and everything. So then, like, what he learned from Stick, from the comics, I believe. I think Stick was, yeah. I don't know. I like Daredevil, but I don't have much comics of him, so I really gotta buy more comics of Daredevil. But so he decides to become a vigilante, obviously. So you will start out with like almost similar to like the Netflix show, how he had that black kind of suit-ish thing. So that's what I would think he would wear then, like like a little worn, like just a made up kind of suit. So so he'll be able to thing. So then later update, there'll be a new patrol mode in New York, so I think that will be fun. So then months later, he discovers like someone organizing the crime in Hell's Kitchen, everything, all that. So then it'll be a whole new enemy faction, which will be for Kingpin. Obviously the villain will be Kingpin, so what I would definitely think Kingpin would be awesome to have as his villain, because it would make sense more. I know he was a Spider-Man villain, but honestly, I think Kingpin would be awesome to have as the villain mainly of this. So without further ado, let's dive on to his skin. Alright guys, so now we're on to the skin section of this video. So as you can see on screen, you probably, or even from the beginning, it's from the recent comics of what Daredevil looks like. Honestly, I love that suit. It looks pretty good, honestly. Love how he made like with the little straps and everything on his wrists and everything. I think that was really cool. So that would be obviously one of the skins I would think he would, or even like the main skin after, or I mean not his iconic, but let's see what they can do with his iconic one. But I was thinking of that as one of them. Obviously another would be the Netflix series, the red suit, even the black suit obviously, but the red suit. Now I was thinking of that because come on. That show was amazing. They have to at least have something of it, especially how they're bringing the MCU skins now. I mean, I know it's not MCU canon anymore, but we all know it is. So, that's what I was thinking at least. So they could bring in that suit. And then after that, the next one should be the Black Vigilante suit, which I think you should be able to, progression in the story, unlocking that. I think that'll be a great idea, honestly. Like, you just, once you start being the Vigilante before being Daredevil, you get the black suit unlocked. Then I think the other red one you can get could be the Ben Affleck version from the original Daredevil movie, which I think was 2004, I would say. Imagine that as the Ben Affleck one. That one's more comic accurate, I would say, because it's more unlike the Netflix one, which is more tactical, I would say, as the Netflix one, but still pretty good suit. Then I would also say the traditional red and yellow suit that he wore from the starting out. Honestly, that would be a pretty cool design for it. I guess they could do just not recolor, but maybe even actually almost exactly to the comics how it was, like stitching wise, etc. I think that would be awesome. And then another one I would think is like the red and black suit to it, because I think the red and black suit honestly is pretty one fan favorite. I would say, like to me at least. I think I like it a lot, the red and black, honestly. So those are just a few suits I was thinking of. Obviously, he has tons in the comics, so I was just thinking at least those couple for now. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. So after that, let's now move on to the moves and abilities set. So obviously he'll have his range attack as the billy clubs, like the little sticks he has. I would think he could change it to like, when having, you can throw one, charge it up to throw both as like ricochets off of enemies. I think we can upgrade that to get like ricochets off of the skill tree, or even, you know how in Iron Man you can like change from like laser, or repulsor, etc. I think you can change it to like, when he connects both of them together, make a little longer stick. So then you could throw it, maybe doing a little bit more damage on that. That's what I was thinking. Even with that, honestly, connecting it, I think he can do either different move sets with like his combat and everything, with like the having both double billy clubs, or even then connecting it to have like a different one, Obviously, I was thinking of having his move sets also be like, boxing-ish, like, from the series on Netflix, how he kind of was like boxing and stuff like his dad was. So I think that would be awesome. Like some of his combat was more like boxy, like move types, but like then like agile and everything, because he still like was trained with acrobatic moves and everything. So since Stick trained him like that, I think that would be pretty cool, honestly, of having that. So then moving on to the traversal area, at least, I think the traversal will be like the swinging, like since like it'd be like a kind of like Spider-Man, I would say, so like swinging like that with his billy clubs. I would think he would have the double jump, honestly, like Captain America, because come on, it's Daredevil. I would think hopefully Black Panther would too, but then he will also have wall running. I think wall run will be pretty good for him as well. Hoping Black Panther has that as well, but that's what I think at least. His ultimate move, the thing is that with the ultimate, I'm still trying to think of what his ultimate could be, honestly. I think it could be something with his like radar sense or something, like his like increased damage or something. And like heightened senses, like automatically blocks and everything, and his support could be like something with his radar sense, even. Or is that it could be intrinsic or whatever the heck it's called. But I'm still trying to figure out. But mainly his combat and his abilities, traversal and stuff. That's what I was thinking mainly. So now that's pretty much it on my end right there. So I'm gonna do like obviously the end thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. So guys, now that we have officially hit the end of the video, or the end-ish of the video, I do want to thank you guys so very much for leaving a like, subscribing, all that stuff, guys. You guys do an insane job on it. Just let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Daredevil's like ultimate, support, assault, etc. What I should add to it. I think we could definitely add more stuff to it. This is like kind of what the base thing I think he could have, honestly. Because honestly, he's a pretty cool character and everything. So I really wish he can be brought in as like not a Spider-Man duplicate, but like something for Xbox, PlayStation, not PlayStation, PC, etc. Because on like PlayStation they have it. So that's what at least I was thinking. So without further ado, guys, leave a like, comment down below what you guys think I should add or change. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, guys.